Whereas the Langley Township is a growing community which faces many pressures and challenges, whereas there are many community needs which come with growth of our community experiences, such as the need for new recreation facilities, libraries, police, fire, and new road infrastructure. Whereas the future funding source for crucial community amenities, such as the completion of the Yorkson Community Park, remains uncertain, which leaves the time frame for the completion unknown. Whereas there's critical road infrastructure, for example in the Willoughby area, which is not yet complete and which currently relies on piecemeal completion by development with unknown timelines. Whereas the Township of Langley's own sustainability charter lists the goal to achieve fiscal stability and fiscal health with the objective to develop non-taxation funding sources. Whereas the current practice of creation of levies and relying on tax increases to fund these types of projects has seen general tax increase year over year. Whereas the community amenity contributions, or CACs, are amenity contributions agreed to by the developer and the local government as a part of a rezoning process initiated by the developer. Whereas CACs can take several forms, including community amenities, affordable housing, financial contributions towards infrastructure that cannot be obtained through DCCs, such as rec centers or recreation facilities or fire halls. Whereas the township currently does not fully utilize fixed-rate community amenity contributions to its full potential through the entire township and relies more heavily on the limiting DCC program or general tax revenue. And further, whereas neighboring communities such as the City of Coquitlam and the City of Surrey successfully use CACs to fund projects such as new recreation facilities and the completion of parks and new fire halls. Therefore, be it resolved that Council asks staff to report back with the necessary policy updates to create a more comprehensive, township-wide, fixed community amenity contribution policy to address the funding needs our community experiences from growth, to include, for example, but not limited to, the funding of new recreation facilities, parks, libraries, police, and road infrastructure. The report shall also include information regarding utilizing density bonus zoning as a funding source. I so move.
Thank you. Could I have a second? Councilor Coley seconds. And discussion. Did you still wish to speak to it?
I will add just a few comments.
Sure.
I did, as Council knows, sent a little homework package along of some information for Council to review, which I hope you found useful. There was a bunch of different reports there and some information on what other communities are currently doing. But as I said in the previous, I think our growth is not currently paying for our growth. And as our sustainability charter states, looking for new non-taxation funding sources is something that we have indicated as being an important part of as we grow our community. And I think CACs have been used successfully in other communities. Surrey's been using them since 1995. As when they came to the dinner meeting and we had the discussion with them, they approach their planning very differently from ours in that they will actually take a neighborhood and look at the needs for that neighborhood and then work backwards from there, where they then take the funding, let's say for a new park, and they'll look at the cost of that and then work backwards with how many units they're expecting in that community and create this community amenity contribution that will then help pay for the completion of these parks. And I think there's many examples in our community that this could be really beneficial, where we could start to see us having a funding source that that we could rely on to start to pay for these social infrastructure type amenities where our current DCC program doesn't pay for it and doesn't address it. So other communities are looking at this. Other communities currently use it. The City of Maple Ridge is actually going through a process right now, and I included in that package an example that their staff report provided with how they're sort of looking at implementing it. And the City of Maple Ridge, their mayor is really championing this, and she says herself in some of the reports that she feels that her city has left millions on the table when it comes to what they could have been receiving and helping contribute to the building of their community. And I know we all sit at the table and have many conversations of ways to keep taxes low, and the understanding that we have on the impact that taxes have on our community. And I really feel that looking at a community amenity contribution to help pay for these vital amenities in our community is really important, and I think a step that we need to take to align ourselves similarly as other communities are doing. So I hope council supports it. I really feel that this is a step in the right direction to start addressing some of these needs in our community that we just can't address right now by the current way of approaching our growth. So,
thank you. All right, speakers.